First is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. The heavy-hitting diva, Franchon Crews-Dezurn, 5'8" tall with a reach of 72 inches. And in this corner, it's Claressa Shields. She's 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 173.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
The heavy-hitting diva fighting out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. She brings plenty of swag, plenty of glam to the ring, and of course, plenty of leather, too. Claressa Shields, one of the most avoided fighters in the game, and one of the best to lace them up. Fighting proudly out of Flint, Michigan, USA.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Baltimore, Maryland, here is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, known as the heavy-hitting diva, Franchon Crews-Dezurn. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Flint, Michigan, she is a 3-division, undisputed champion of the world, Claressa Shields.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, you've got fun all night.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's all offense all the time. Insane action. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
They block the uppercut. Nice counter shot by her. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Jab slightly off target. Good counter punching. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Crews-Dezurn in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
What you're doing, you got this. You were thinking as soon as you start doing your thing.
Here we go for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twist.
Straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Do you believe this? That uppercut's blocked. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crews-Dezurn in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a... There's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. She wasn't ready for that counter. These two were made for each other. Beautiful counter shot. Nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Jab does not score. That time counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's talk about Crews-Dezurn in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Somebody don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Doesn't matter. The load up. Don't be looking at the one shot at a time. Boss, you're already on the level grab.
Back at it in round 4. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Right uppercut can't find a home. That counter shot lands. She catches and counters. Perfect counter lands. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. Good counter shot by her. Didn't land that jab. She scores with that counter. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crews-Dezurn in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
That's it. Okay, now you're switching off, all right? I can see you switching off.
On to the fifth we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. She got clipped by that counter. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Beautiful counter punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crews-Dezurn in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Right, you've got this. One right away, still in this. Think about defense at a boxer. Just get back out there and focus. Get back.
There's the bell for round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Nice counter. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Claressa Shields is in trouble. buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crews-Dezurn in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, now you're switching off, all right? I can see you're switching off. Focus, center, thinking. You were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still there, focus, and you will be on top.
Here we go. It's round 7. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter punch. This is a high-octane battle. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Incredible work rate. Jab won't score. There's a counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crews-Dezurn in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot guess that. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for guessing out.
Look at that. She's shattered.
And there's the bell for round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The perfect counter lands. She catches and counters. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. She misses with that jab. That uppercut doesn't land. Down goes Claressa Shields. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace. To get a unanimous decision, that is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.